Welcome to CMB Canada Mortgage Brokers Inc. I'm Victor Simone. Today we're going to talk about the CMB Bulk Mortgage. This mortgage is specially designed and provides discounted fixed rates for larger mortgages. The presentation will be 20 minutes followed by a quiz. The important aspects of this product, this wonderful product, it's a really good selling product. It's a win-win situation for both a customer looking to borrow as well as an agent. This product is designed using your commission to buy down rates. So it is specifically designed to compete against the discounted rate brokers out there, as well as provide superior mortgage rates for your customers. One of the most important aspects of the price points or rates that are used by CMB is that each rate is discounted so that our agents and brokers can earn $2,500 in gross agent commission. I think that's very important because when you're in business, the important is to be profitable. CMB is in the business for profit. And if an agent is discounting where there is no commission left to pay, it puts an undue risk on CMB because, as you know, we pay your errors and omissions insurance. We don't charge any mortgage fees. So our revenue is strictly based on a percentage of your revenue. So if you don't have revenue, we're just taking the undue risk without any reward for our brokerage. When you are quoting your mortgage rates, I think that one of the most important aspects of our jobs is to know the products you're selling. When you're meeting with a customer, you should be able to know what your price is for a mortgage product, because CMB Canada Mortgage Brokers is basically a mortgage supplier. We supply mortgage products to your mortgage business and to customers. So, what's important? Well, what's important is knowing what's on your shelf when you're talking to prospects or you're talking to centers of influence about your mortgage products. Having an idea of what you offer is very important, and we're going to show you where to find those rates. We're going to learn how to quote the products. We're going to look at technical guidelines of the CMB Bulk Mortgage and other best-selling mortgages that can be found on your shelf. We call it the mortgage rates menu. This mortgage rates menu is specifically designed and controlled by CMB Canada Mortgage. Let's have a look at some of the tools. One of the easiest places to find the mortgage rates menu for our best-selling mortgage products, and this is open to customers, and that is the front page on our website, cmbcanadamortgage.com. Here's where you'll find mostly our promotions. We like to display our promotions and products. This is our main page, and we offer on it other places for prospective agents looking to license. We have forms and resources on this webpage. It's a general page, yet when you go here, you'll always be able to easily find the mortgage rates on your menu. So it's like walking into a restaurant and the person comes up to you and you say, well, what would you like today? Well, what's your special? Now, there's two kinds, there's two types of servers. Ones that know what the special of the day is and ones that don't. You should be a server that knows the special of the day, that knows your best-selling mortgage rate. So this is the place where you can easily find it. I'd recommend you save this on your telephone, on your iPhone, on your computer. So that's the first place where you can find it. Another tool that you'll want to do, and this is where you can go to Google. It's easy to find. You just type in CMB Deal Review on it. On CMB Deal Review, it will take you to this page. And it has also the mortgage rates menu on it. On the left, this is where you go to submit your deals for review to CMB. We have over 70 lenders at CMB, and over this last 6 months, we've had lenders change rates on the average of twice every 2 weeks. Sometimes they'll do a change every week, and sometimes they'll do 2 changes by the 3rd week or 2nd week. So if you are trying to keep up, it's very tough. We have a challenge doing it, so I can imagine. So this is where you go and find the CMB lender list, and I'll open that in just a moment. But just here, so you know, when you are trying to get some help from CMB head office to review your deal, and these are for submissions that you are going to be processing yourself under your base commission. Okay, so these are deals that you're submitting, and we're here to help you. I mean, I am here to help you. Okay, so when you're going through CMB head office with your manager, who is me, I review all your deals before they go to the lender. At that point, I also help you to determine what the rate is, because sometimes the rate will change during the day, and we don't post our changes till that evening. So sometimes we'll display a rate that is already expired, and that is because we're waiting for all our lenders to submit their changes. So as I mentioned again, there's been a lot of changes the last 6 months. So sometimes the best way to audit that, for us to keep track, is through our deal review. So I'll help you with that. Okay. So sometimes we'll set the rate, we'll know the exact rate and the best commission package and combination of rate when we are reviewing. When you submit your deal here on the left by filling out this form and attaching your documents, you can also submit to me by email directly to me. It usually takes me 20 minutes to 4 hours. When you have submitted your deal and it's prepared on Expert. So you should be inputting your deal, putting in your notes, and when you're submitting your documents, you should be collecting the documents up front, especially if it's for fully qualified products like the bulk mortgage rate. Now, if you don't submit, sometimes we're playing telephone tag because you're not sure of how to package your deal. So only when you get to the point where your deal is fully on Expert and you just want to review the rate, pick the lender, and submit, that's a 20-minute to 4 hour. If you are not ready, if your deal is not on Expert, it's going to take you more. It's going to take more than 20 minutes, believe me, because very many times we get deals that are half worked on, and that's okay. But just don't expect that we're going to turn that in 20 minutes if you haven't inputted. If you don't have the documents, then I'm sorry. It's we still have some work to do on the case before we submit it. Let's look at the CMB lender list. The CMB lender list is the only place where you can actually find the customer, the commission, as well as the interest rates of each lender. So this is sort of like this is the place that's the most up to date. On the first page, we usually have, you'll see here, the lowest bulletin rates without buy downs. What are buy downs? Buy downs is using your commission to lower the rate for the customer. So these are the most competitive rates without buy down. So this is a case where, you know, if you can get the deal done using these rates here, you're going to get your full commission. Okay. In cases where you're in a competitive situation, then we're looking at this next page. Today, we're going to be focusing on the CMB Bulk Mortgage. You'll find it on page number 2. You will see here that we have a couple of things. Firstly, let me show you what the customer sees, because this lender list is an internal document, and it's the place specifically that shows your commission rate. So we don't want to show that to the customer or our competitors. What we do show is when you go to the mortgage rates menu, you're able to click on the product and you're able to pull this up. And this is what you can show the customer. It's a technical product sheet, technical guidelines on the product, and you could use this to review the product. And it also shows the rate. What it doesn't show is the lender. You know, you don't want the customer to know your lender, because on some lenders, they can go directly to the lender. So you don't want them to take your information and go somewhere else when they're ready for the sale. So this guideline here is something you can email your customer and discuss over the phone when you're both on the mortgage rates menu. Let's review this now. The bulk mortgage rate is specifically a fixed term special. So we do not have buy downs on variable rate mortgages. We don't have buy downs on 1 year, 2 year, or 4 year, or a 10-year fixed rate. We only provide a discount on this particular product for a 3-year fixed or a 5-year fixed. The 3-year fixed, when you're looking at this interest rate, it starts from 2.61 to 2.84%. This rate, when you're looking at the lender's rate, when you see their rates, some are for insured mortgages. Also, lenders use loan to value to set their interest rates. So unlike last year, over this last 6 months to a year, lenders now have started to have insured rates and conventional rates, and they also tier their interest rates based on the loan to value. So what does CMB do a little bit differently? Well, what we've done is we've used a strategy that is used a lot in, believe it or not, in China. They're called bulk mortgage pricing. So, you know, I'm just doing, I think this product will be more popular in the future, this type of pricing. And so we've decided that this is a good model to use right away. And so it's called bulk pricing. And the way it works is that the higher the mortgage, the lower the interest rate. So for 5-year mortgages insured, we're able to go from 283 to 280. For mortgages 500,000 or more, 279 to 276, and 277 to 274 for mortgages over 600. These mortgages loan to value are for over 80% loan to value, you'll find that if you go to this particular lender, and I'll share the lender with you at the end of the presentation. When you go to this lender, you will see that for a 5-year under 75% loan to value, the rate starts at 2.99%. Actually, it starts at 3.04%. So this one here, again, there's so many different tiers that what I do is I like to simplify it for you. And so you're able to show your customer, and the customer is simply able to see that this special is for mortgages over 80% loan to value only. Okay, so these are insured, fully insured rates where the customer is paying the premium. And they're very nice rates. They're, I'd say when you're going to Rate Spy or Rate Hub, so when you type in mortgage rates on the internet right now, as we during this presentation, the current market rates will show 2.84 for 5 years. So you're able to go, rates starting from 2.74%. For 3 years, you're starting at 2.61%. All right, so the types of properties are owner-occupied only. Private sales are accepted. We do singles, semi-detached, townhomes, and condos. These are only for purchases, these rates. You can do refinances, but the rate will be higher. All right, so these rates, so we're going after purchases with this product and customers that want a fixed term rate of 3 years or 5-year fixed. You're saying, well, how many fish are you going to catch in your basket with just limiting yourself? Well, I'd say that in this next 6 months to 18 months, refinances are not going to be very easy, especially ones that for customers that are fully qualified. So I'd say you're going to be looking at a high percentage of purchases, and you want to be able to sharpen your pencil and have for those customers that are available in the marketplace, a lot of deals are going to be on purchases for fully qualified. So it's time we get ready and have this product. Rent and investment properties. I'd say that rentals are available, but those are very tough. Okay, so if you're approached, anything over 4 units is not a residential. It's considered a commercial mortgage. Okay, so anything from 1 to 4 units, single, semi-detached. The lending area is Ontario, Alberta, and British Columbia. The minimum mortgage amount is $400,000, maximum $1 million. Insurers, we offer the insurers CMHC, GE, and Canada Guarantee. And insurance premiums are applied to all mortgages over 65%. Now, this program, again, I'd say that it's for over 80% loan to value. When you're looking at refinances, it is available, but the rates are higher than the ones you're quoting the customer, which is okay too. Just know that when you're quoting, that the rate might be different when the customer is looking for 50% loan to value. The rate's going to be higher than these rates here, okay? But when you're quoting, these are a good way to get into the door. Funding, we can fund as early as 10 banking days after the lawyer receives lender instructions. Now, usually our 10 days start. This lender will pay us 130 basis points gross commission. And otherwise, it's 125 basis points. So they encourage us to have all the documents up front. So when you're doing the CMB deal review with me, have all the documents. And The Beacon score you're looking at is fully qualified over 680. They will allow second mortgages up to 90% loan to value. Rate hold, we can do rate holds from 10 days to 30 days. What kind of documents are required? We need a full offer to purchase, MLS listing. We need a mortgage application, a CMB worksheet, and we need income confirmations. Usually for salaried, they will take notice of assessments, and we use line 150 in the application on Expert. We use a job letter and pay stub. Business qualified, business for self qualified. Now, this is not a stated income product. So if the customer's notice of assessments on line 150 shows they had an income of $5,000 in 2016, we have to use that income. So that's what we mean by business for self qualified. They use line 150 on the NOAs. They would also and may also collect T1 generals, bank statements. Sometimes they will ask for 12 months bank statements. All right. Pre-approvals are not available for this program. Bankruptcy, if they were bankruptcy in the past, it has to be fully discharged after 2 years. So they need to be fully discharged at least 2 years. They need 3 lines of reestablished credit facilities of 12 months over 2,500. So if they have a Canadian Tire card, after bankruptcy, they have a Canadian Tire card with a limit of $500, Home Depot for $1,000. Those will not help the customer. They have to have some serious credit cards with limits of at least $2,500, at least 3 lines. They want to see a couple of visas, department store cards. So that's what's considered reestablished. Length of employment, minimum of 2 years in the same industry. Just going over the ratios real quick. Here, Beacon's over 680. The TDSR is 39%. And the GDS is 35%. And for a second home, again, this type of pricing is for owner occupied. With Beacon over 680, the TDSR can go as high as 44% and GDS 42%. Insurance is added to the mortgage and the appraisal fee is waived. Down payment, we are able to accept savings, gift from immediate family, and borrowed. Okay, but so a customer can borrow the down payment. We would have to use that. With Beacons over 650 only, we are able to see if that could work in their debt service ratios. Residency, permanent resident, non-permanent. This is not for business for self. It's not for rental or investment properties. Here's an important thing. I show 2 rates up here. One is a regular bulk mortgage and the other one is a no frills. This is very important because a no frills, it doesn't allow prepayments. Okay, so on the no frills, the lender will only allow a discharge on refinance with the lender or a bona fide sale. This is very important to know because the no frills product should not be recommended for customers that may be refinancing or looking to buy another property in the next 5 years, the term of the mortgage. So this no frill rates are really for customers that have been in their existing property. They are looking to refinance under 80%. The rate will be a little bit higher, but for purchases, basically, when a customer is purchasing. This no frills rate is really nice if they're purchasing their second home. So their family has outgrown their existing home and they want to move to a larger home, and they know they want to be in there for 5 or 10 years. Then the no frills rate is a good rate. But I think, for the difference in interest rate, like, if you're looking at the no frills, it's 2.74, but the regular is only 277. That's not a big difference monthly. It's only dollars. But when a customer is fixated on rate, at least you have the rate to show and you can explain the difference. Once you show them the difference of a no frills, that it's really, there will be a large penalty if you break a no frills. And also when you're in a competitive situation, if the customer is breaking such a mortgage, you can ask the customer, say, this rate that you're being quoted, it doesn't allow you to break the mortgage. You're going to be having penalties of $20,000, $30,000 if you break this mortgage. I'm showing you a rate of 277, but it's only, if you break it, it's only 3-month interest penalty. So that's a difference between regular and the no frills. This is also called the regular. The lender also calls it extra green, and the no frills, they call it simplicity. All right. Let's move on to the quiz. And feel free to open your microphone or do the quiz by chat. The CMB bulk rate mortgage pricing provides A, clients with superior mortgage rates, B, minimum 2,500 gross commissions, C, 3-year and 5-year fixed terms only, or D, all of the above.
D.
D, okay, we have D. All right. Anybody else have a different answer? All right. Let's go to question number 2. And on the next slide, we'll show you the answers. Okay, so question number 2, CMB bulk mortgage can be approved for owner-occupied residential, business for self or stated income, beacon scores under 680, or D, commercial properties.
A.
A. Okay, so we have D and A. Correct. So Francis, you're a star so far. So the bulk rate mortgage pricing, all of those are correct. And I think that's quite simple to follow. Question number 3. Bulk mortgage rates and commissions can be found at CMB lender list only by calling Victor or CMB head office, your mortgage rates menu page, or D, all of the above. So in this case, which answer is the most correct?
A.
A, okay. Anyone have a different answer?
C.
C, okay. So when you go to look at the mortgage rates menu, that one is available on our main page. It doesn't show the commission. So A is correct. It's only the CMB lender list that gives you both the rates and commission. Question 4. CMB bulk mortgage rates are available for any mortgage amounts up to $1 million. A, true, as long as you follow the tier rates, or B, false, only for mortgages over $400,000.
B.
B. Yeah.
B, okay. So bulk mortgage rates are available for any mortgage amounts up to $1 million. Let's see what we got here. So I think we got something here I'd like to review on question number 4. So bulk mortgage rates are available for any mortgage amounts up to $1 million. True, as long as you follow the tier rates. Let's look at that again, because you'll notice something here once I review this lender list. You'll see here that the bulk mortgage is available for any amount. It's only when, so if you go here, you're able to provide $299 for a 5-year fixed. If the mortgage is $150,000, that's what you can quote. Okay, it's only when you start using your commission is only when it's over $400,000. That rate of $299 is still very good. When you're looking at some of the competitors, as we view this right now in the marketplace, you'll see that lenders are anywhere from $304 to $309 or even higher. So the $299, paying 125 basis points for any mortgages under $400,000. It's only when we use our commission is recommended when it's over 400, and the mortgages do go up to $1 million. All right, so the trick question. So the questions are getting pretty difficult there, eh folks? So, all right, let's go to the next one. CMB Deal Reviews provides the following: ensures the commission and rates are correct, ensuring the income calculations and confirmations will be accepted by the lender, take 20 minutes to 4 hours for turnaround time. D, all of the above.
D.
D, okay. And any different answers? Number 6, sending my deals through CMB Approval Center pays me at my base commission rate. A, true. B, false. Sending with CMB Approval Center pays the agent 40% net. What do we have?
B.
B, okay. Any different answers? Okay, so Approval Center. Now, we have 20 agents that are part of the Approval Center. And if one of those agents are processing your deal, they get paid 40%. You get 40% for having them process your deals, and 20% goes to CMB, goes to the house. Okay, so when you're calling CMB Approval Center, that's what you're getting is 40% net. When you're processing your own deal with help from your manager, it's through CMB head office. Okay, and in that case there, you're getting paid at your base commission rate. CMB Approval Center shouldn't be called. If you can't get a hold of me, please don't call Helen and let her submit your deal. It has to go through CMB Deal Review, and I have to approve all the deals before submitting. When Helen submits your deal, or someone from the CMB Approval Center submits your deal, that's perfectly fine, but your commission will be 40% net. Even if she just presses a button from the Approval Center, it's 40%. All right, go to the next one. A client asks you for your best rate on a purchase of $800,000, owner-occupied residential. You get the following information from the CMB lender list. What is the client rate and your commission on a 5-year fixed mortgage of $650,000 with an annual 2020 prepayment? Here's some information for you to review. The CMB Bulk Mortgage Extra Green Regular, for mortgages over $600,000, the rate is 2.77, paying 48 basis points. Or do you use the CMB Bulk Mortgage Simplicity No Frills rate, paying 45 basis points? So here's a customer. You have a $650,000 on a purchase, owner occupied, the customer is going to get the best rate because it's a high ratio mortgage. It's over 80% loan to value. 2020 prepayment. What's the rate and the commission? A, the rate is 2.77, paying 45 basis points. B, the rate is 274, paying 3,120. C, 277, paying 3,120. Or D, all of the above. This is a tough one. Is that your deal? Is that your answer, Kadamine? B? Okay, so the answer is C. In this case here, the customer didn't want the no frills rate. Okay, so they wanted regular 2020 prepayment. So they were willing to do the 277, and that pays 48 basis points. So this is found on your CMB lender list today if you go there. But this is just an example here. If this was the rate anytime found on the lender list, 48 basis points. And this is how you calculate it. You take 650, multiply that by 0.0048. That's the gross commission, 3120. So as you see here, you've got a rate which is very competitive, 277. The customers on the internet, they'll find 284. So, you know, you're still over the 2,500. You're grossing 3,120. And as a surprise, there's 5 more basis points. If you do a perfect package where you collect all the documents up front, that's an extra 5 basis points. So that 48 basis points is actually 53 basis points. Okay, so it's a little bit higher than 3,120. Number 8, you're quoting the CMB Bulk Regular mortgage of 650. The rate on the lender list is 5 years, 277, but you need to beat 269. Can you go lower than 277? What if it's your family member or it's your own deal? A, yes, you can go lower. B, no, you can't go lower than 277.
A.
A, yes, you can go lower. Any other answers? Okay, so we have A for that one. Let's go to number 9. You want to earn 0 commission. How much does CMB charge you as a brokerage minimum? A, CMB is not in business for profit. B, when below the buy-down rates on the CMB lender list, the minimum is $625 to the brokerage.
B.
B, okay. Both of those answers are correct. So A, you can go lower than the 277. We're going to show you how to do that on the next page. And the reason we are able to do that is because we have a rule where, you know, if you want to buy down rates, the minimum we charge you for that mortgage is $625. So if you're doing a deal for yourself or family and you say, Victor, you know, what's the most we can buy down? I'll show you what the rate is where you're earning nil or no commission. You're getting the best rate, but our brokerage is in business for profit. You know, prior to buy down, we would normally earn, you know, at a base commission rate, at our minimum base commission rate that we have as a brokerage, we would generally lose $625 on that deal. So we still have to be having risk and operate. So that's what we charge. Let's look at that on the next question. Oh, wait a second. I lost a clip here. Oh, shoot. Oh boy. Oh, here it is. Good. This is an important one because I was getting a little bit. I might get a little bit of questions here. So let's say you're quoting a 5-year fixed, 350,000 insured rate on the lender list. It's a 5-year, 299, paying 125 basis points. You need to beat 269. If you match 269, what is your commission? So here's the buy down matrix from our lender. For every 1 basis point of rate, it costs you 2.6 basis points of commission. So a 5-year, 1 basis point of rate reduction costs you 3.5 basis points of commission. So in the above example, what's the answer here? The question is, if you match the 269, because you need to beat 269. If you match it, what is your commission? A, no, you can't go lower than 299. B, gross commission is 43.75. C, gross commission is $700. Or D, net commission is $75. I'll give you some time to calculate that. There's a 3-step process here. It's a good idea. Once you should all be able to do this, and that is know your pricing, know where to find it, and calculating your commission. I think it's very important to stay in business to get paid and earn revenue. And knowing how to calculate your commission without calling me is a good start for your business, because you should be able to know what price you can charge a customer, because it's your mortgage business. All I do is supply products to you, and I'm here to help you with any support I can. Knowing the price you want to charge, the CMB Bulk Mortgage is a product for you. It was specifically designed for a producer that wants full authority on their own pricing, as well as offering CMB the opportunity to stay in business.
C is the answer.
Pardon?
C.
D? Okay, the answer is D. Let's look at how we're going to calculate that. Helen, you do have the right answer, but you're missing one step.
Oh, okay. But 625. Yeah, I just went with the bulk for the company.
Okay, so Helen, why don't you review this answer here, number D, and explain how you got to 700, and then how you get now to 70.
Okay, so I took, as you can see, the 299, subtract the 269, which is 30 basis points, and I multiplied 3.5 because they deduct 3.5 per 1 basis points, which came to 105. They paid 125, so I deducted 105 from it and got the 20 basis points times by the 350 equals 700. I was looking at that's the base, the gross commission the company will pay CMB. They take off their 625, and you're left with $70 fee.
Yes, and we deduct that 625 only when you go below the rate that's on the lender list. So if you're going below the amount that we recommend, that's when we introduce the 625. Okay, because our pricing on the bulk mortgage is on the principle that you're going to earn at least $2,500 gross commission. And to stay in business, that's what we think you should earn on a 5-year mortgage. So the customer at 277 or 299, pardon me here, we're getting a very competitive mortgage rate. It's only because you had to beat, let's say you wanted to beat a competitor here. So you have a mortgage company that is offering the client 269. Well, Are you going to do this piece of business at $269 to make $70 net? Probably not. You're going to have to do some other tricks here. Maybe you're offering the customer another product, a 4-year mortgage. Or maybe you're saying, look, why don't we look at the 3-year mortgage? Okay, so thank you very much for joining our presentations today. If you are a participant today, please stay tuned while we stop the recording. Thank you very much for joining us today. CMB Canada Mortgage Brokers operates in Alberta, British Columbia, and Ontario. We have been in business since 2003. And if you have any questions, please visit our website at cmbcanadamortgage.com. Thank you.